guys. Alright, just some quick advice this coming winter for being out on the bike. Number one, make sure all your brakes and lights are visible. I went on a social run the other day and by the end of it you couldn't actually see my brake lights. They were that covered in mud. So make sure you stay visible. That's tip number one. And then, every journey, remember your powders or whatever abbreviation you want to remember. So let's check the brake lights. Ba ba ba. Stick your hand behind it. Give those brakes a try. When you're on level ground, check the oil in your engine. Yep. And give your brakes a try. So if you're using powders, P-O-W-D-E-R-S, you're going to make sure you got petrol. I know I'm filled up. Checked my oil. Water. Didn't check my water. Naughty boy. D. Could be a number of things. Damage. Check for damage on your bike. And check your drive chain, sprockets. E is your electrics. So yeah, my lights are working. That's what I'm mainly concerned about. R, rubber. Admittedly, I didn't check my tyres. It's a bit dark at the moment. I do know that I have got a nail in my rear tyre, so I've been checking my pressures regularly. And S, suspension and stopping. So the main things I try to concentrate on is actually keeping all my brake lights and indicators visible, keeping them clean, and checking that my brakes work before I set off, checking that the lights are actually working in relation to pressing the brakes, and then I usually check my oil. I don't want to hit the bus. Is he going to try and force his way through? Yeah. They will do it. I don't let them, because I'm a mean sod. Oh, that's absolute chaos. The other thing I want to talk about is stopping distances. Now, you want to pretty much obey the 2-second rule at speeds of 60 to 70 miles per hour. In the wet, you're looking at 4 seconds. In the ice, God forbid you go out in icy conditions or get caught out in icy conditions, you're looking at 10 seconds. Obviously these are all recommended stopping distances, so I don't know if I can freeze this picture now, but what you're looking at is, yeah, the recommended 2-second rule in the dry, 4 seconds in the wet, 10 in icy conditions. And then imagine from your position of the bike, you want to draw a triangle out to the hazard in front, and we'll paint that triangle red, and that is the no-go. You do not want to go into that triangle because that's your danger zone. Now, either side of that, we've got zones that you can enter if you're preparing for an overtake, or potentially you're travelling along in traffic. But whatever you do, you don't want to be in that danger zone. Going into the areas either side is a transitional area. So you don't necessarily want to sit in these areas all the time. You only want to go into them when you're looking for the overtake. Whether you're in traffic and you're doing the old stepping stone around cars, in and out, or you're going at faster speeds and you want to get past somebody. So it's well worth bearing that in mind. It's helped me out a lot. The idea being that within that triangle you've got a slim chance of actually avoiding the car braking. Probably one of the most common accidents involving bikes. Next thing you know, you're in hospital with pins coming out your hips. So they're trying to hold your hips together. However, if you're outside that triangle, as I am now, this van brakes sharply. I've got an opportunity to ride around that danger. So moving into those areas is like a transitional area. It's not where you want to be all the time necessarily. So at the moment I've got no chance of overtaking, so I'm falling back. I'm falling back to middle of the road, 2 seconds back, because there's no point me being out there if I can't get the overtake. If I thought the overtake was available, there's no point me being on the right hand side of the triangle, so I'd move up to the left hand side of the triangle. So there's no overtake available. I'm going to move back into the middle, 2 to 4 seconds back. So the double white lines are finished. I'm going to move up a bit for the overtake. There's a car coming, so I'm going to slow down a bit, move back to the middle again. Move back into my overtake position. No, traffic come in. This car's obviously getting a bit spooked because he's moved over to the left. The reason I'm not overtaking him now is because there's a road there to the left. There's somebody waiting here to pull out, so at any moment he might just pull out right on me. So I'm not going to take that chance, as nice that is. I'm going to move to the left of the danger triangle because I'll come up to a right-hander, so I can get a better view around. Nothing really going on, traffic coming, so I'm going to move back to the middle and open up that gap a bit. And remember, all of these movements aren't at the expense of safety, so if I'm moving up into these positions, left or right, I don't want to compromise myself for safety. So like I said, things like side roads where people could be coming out, manhole covers, potholes, oncoming traffic, etc, etc. So it could be an opportunity coming up maybe. So I'm going to move up a bit, have a little look. somebody turning left. Yeah, I'm going to take it. I'm going to go past, slow down, and I'm going to give a person a little wave to say thanks because of what they did earlier. And I'm a bit close, so I'm keeping to the right hand side of the triangle, and let's slow down a little bit, open up that stopping distance, move back into my centre line. So that's pretty much my couple of tips. Hopefully it might be new food for thought for some of you. For others it might be a little reminder if you've let these things slip. And catch you soon, guys. Ride safe.